Time for an update on the Rhytidoponera metallica colony. This is Queen Night Dust and the green berets. So we're going to do a little bit of a change up to their outworld and have a little bit of a closer look at them, see how they have been going. There has been a little bit of a development with this colony, so let's get into the video and check it out. This video is sponsored by Ant Keeping Depot. Click on the link in the description to check out their website. Well, this is not a pretty sight to see in your colonies. Over on one side of the outworld, devastation. Hundreds of dead metallica workers. And I'm not happy about it. I'm not sure what has happened here, but we've had a massive die-off in this colony. And it was alarming because I was hoping that it wouldn't just keep going and more would just die. There seemed to be lots of them just teeming over the dead ones in the corner here as well. So I gave them some nice syrup and a bit of sugar water just to give them a little bit of the treat to try and get them going again, because I'm just not sure what is happening with this colony. The outworld has been quite dug up and quite messy for some time as well, so I thought perhaps I do need to change up that outworld. As you can see here, what a big mess. They've dug into it lots and lots of times, and perhaps they just need a little bit of a change. You can see down here in the bottom is where all their dead were piled up in a big garbage pile, and then up the top here you can see a bit of baking paper where I've given them some nice sugar water. Inside the nest itself, this is what it looks like. It's like they've abandoned the nest completely as well. So perhaps it needs a good clean out in there, which I'm going to do, and maybe some rehydration, and they just need a bit of attention, guys. So let's have a little bit of a go at that. So what I'm going to do is I've got another container here, and I'm going to empty the ants out of their outworld and put them into this container. Just a bit of a holding container while I decide what I'm going to do, and I'm going to clean up this outworld here. And yep, the nest as well. We might as well do both. So I'm going to just transfer them over like this. So I just used a little paintbrush. They like to bite onto it, and I've just moved them over one by one. Quite a lengthy process though to get them all over there. Got to be patient, but it is nice to see they're quite a healthy colony still. There's a lot of them left. So this is what I've made. I've made their outworld. I cleaned up their old one, and I've put a plaster base in here, and then I've put some rocks. I've pressed the rocks into the plaster base and sprinkled some sand on the top as well. Last time I made that mistake of having the wet dirt, and they just dug up like crazy. So this time we don't have that issue. In the nest itself, I've given it a nice clean up and a good rub down, so it's nice and there's no rubbish inside that nest anymore. And here's the outworld. What do you think? Let me know in the description what you think of this outworld. A little bit nicer for them, I feel. I've just put some fake little plastic plants in there as well, just to add a little pop of colour, but also give them something to climb over. And in the nest itself, just cleaned that up. I've hydrated the nest again as well, and I think it looks a lot better. So hopefully everything goes well. So it's a nice new setup for them. What do you think, guys? Let me know in the comments below. Got their feeders ready. So here they are. I transferred them all back over again, quite a lengthy process. And you can see there's still a few of the dead ones there that have come across, unfortunately, but they'll just clean that up as well. So hopefully they will enjoy it. Inside the nest here, they've started to have a little bit of a look as well, which is fantastic. So there you go. You can see some of the dead there, just littering the outworld. Eventually they will clean those up and put them into a pile. And here they are. They're back in the nest. They've loved the cleanup. We've got a few cocoons in there, and hopefully we can get this colony going again and get it back up to size, because it has a dramatic die-off, really. So I came back a couple of days later, and as we can see, they've cleaned up and they've put the dead over in the top corner there, in that little pile there. So that's really good. They've cleaned up the outworld, and they're back inside that nest. So fingers crossed everything will go well now for this colony. So have you guys ever experienced a die-off like this in one of your colonies? Let me know in the comments below as well. I think it's something that a lot of ant keepers go through. So what a nice nest for these guys, and hopefully they'll love the clean out of the nest, the outworld, which is new for them to explore around as well. If you would like to support the channel, head over to Patreon, patreon.com/novoants, and you can choose from the different levels and the different perks that come along with those different levels as well. So thank you very much. Now a special shout out to my Patreons that support the channel. So thank you so much, Happy Ant UK, Medical Carcass 9 and William Base, and the other Patreons as well that support the channel. Thank you so much, I really do appreciate it, and it means a lot to the channel. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this update to Queen Night Dust and the green berets. It's nice to see them developing and still alive as a colony, and I'll just keep monitoring these guys and I'll share with you how they're going in the future. Well, thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. The video at the top is one recommended to you by YouTube, and then below that, one I've picked that you might enjoy as well. Thank you for supporting the channel, and remember, happy ant keeping.